Today, I'm going to cover 5 exercises that will help you combat sarcopenia. At the end of the video, I have a special bonus for you, so make sure you stay to the end. What many people don't realize is that sarcopenia begins earlier than we once thought, often in our 40s, and accelerates after 60. The European Consensus on Definition and Diagnosis of Sarcopenia states that sarcopenia has many contributing factors. The aging process itself, developmental influences from your younger years, a less than optimal diet, and having an episode of bed rest or sedentary lifestyle, as well as having a chronic disease or being on certain drug treatments. Sarcopenia creates a cascade of problems, including weaker muscle contractions, reduced muscle coordination, slower reaction times, and compromised balance. All of these factors contribute to an increased risk of falling and accelerated muscle loss. A 2023 paper titled Exercise for Sarcopenia in Older People, a systematic review and network meta-analysis, showed that resistance exercises and the combination of resistance exercise with aerobic and balance training were the most effective interventions for improving quality of life. So today, I want to share with you my top 5 exercise choices to support individuals like yourself or your loved ones who are facing sarcopenia. Let's start with an aerobic exercise that most everyone has access to: walking. My oldest patient, Babs, at 97, would make sure she would reach her daily target number of corridor lengths. Even when she transitioned to using a walker, she succeeded to keep it up until the day before she died. Walking is not only functional, it's great for improving circulation, helps you with your blood sugars, and increases opportunities to socialize. Here are some walking tips. First, establish your baseline, be it the number of times you walk the hallway or the blocks in your neighborhood. Time yourself. Gradually increase your distance and your pace, but not both at the same time. Keep track of your success. Write it down where others can see it and encourage you along the way. The next 4 exercises are strength related and can be done at your kitchen counter. All right, so standing by your counter, I'm going to have 4 exercises. I'm going to switch between upper body and lower body. And the very first one really helps us with opening up our chest and working on the posture muscles. So you take a nice relaxed breath in. As you exhale, I want you to raise your arms as high as you're comfortable and reach to the wall behind you, and then come back down. So inhale and exhale. Now our shoulder muscles can do a lot of this, but I want you to focus on the muscles in your back. So feel your shoulder blades move and they should be moving towards one another as you raise your arms. Keep nice and tall. We'll do 2 more together. Breath in and out. And don't worry if you feel that that's pinching in the shoulder, creating any pain. You do the exact same exercise at shoulder height. Excellent. The next exercise we're going to do is really critical, and you might have seen this on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to bring it in again because it's such an important muscle group, and that's our calf muscles. So with feet pointing straight ahead and using your countertop strictly for balance if possible. Take a breath in, exhale as you come up, lifting onto the balls of your toes, and then back down. And back up. And down. Now, if you have arthritis in your big toe, you could check out the B-roll that's going to show you how to do this without aggravating your arthritis. The next exercise, as promised, is another upper body exercise, and it's going to give you the strength to push open doors and those kind of things. So you're going to place your hands wider than shoulder width, about 1.5 shoulder widths apart. I want you to have the heel of your hand on the corner of the counter, and you're going to take a gentle step back. You're looking to have your whole body in a straight line. If it's comfortable for you to have your heels down, you might feel a little stretch. That's fine. Otherwise, you can raise them up. Whatever is most comfortable for you. You take a breath in. As you lower down, you're exhaling. And notice when my arms are parallel to the surface, that's as deep as I want you to go. Breath in, exhale down. Inhale, coming back up. Going deeper can put stress on the front of your shoulders, the capsule of your shoulder. So you want to avoid going any deeper than when your upper arms are parallel to the surface. Lastly, keep long through the back of your neck so you're creating a nice long posture through the entire motion. In the playlist at the end, you'll see progressions to this exercise. So there'll be ways for you to make it more aggressive if that feels right for you. The next exercise brings us back into our legs. It's also not just for our hip flexors, which is an important muscle to stop us from tripping and getting our foot up over the step, but also recent studies have shown that having strong hip flexors can help stabilize your spine because those muscles are actually attached to the front of your lumbar spine or your low back. So, working with your breath and your posture, so nice and tall, take a breath in, shift your weight onto the far leg, and holding the counter, you're going to lift the leg that's closest to the counter. Breath in, exhale as you lift. Oftentimes, as you lift your leg, your trunk wants to come forward, but fight that desire to do that and really think tall, working your back muscles at the same time. Breath in and exhale up. And last one. Good. Now for the other side, what I'm going to do is I would like you to turn all the way around. But so you don't have to see my backside, I'm going to do the right side facing sideways so you can see the alignment that I'm hoping you can also achieve. So breath in and exhale up. Inhale as you come down. Exhale, thinking nice and tight through your body, as tall as you can through your posture. And 2 more. And last one. Excellent. How many you should do is very dependent on your current strength and function. Start with 1 set of 5 of each exercise and gradually build to 3 sets of 10. As promised, I have a bonus balance exercise for you to try. But before we go there, if you have a loved one who would benefit from these exercises, please be sure to share it with them. The last exercise is specifically to help you work on your balance. If you need to pause the recording, if you need to sit for a minute or 2 before you do the balance exercises, feel free. Also, if you're comfortable to remove your footwear, I encourage you to do so. It will help you strengthen the smaller intrinsic muscles in your feet. Stand between your counter and a chair if you feel more comfortable. Bring your feet together and keep your hands just above the support surface where, when you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Good. Hang in there for the 20 seconds. Good job. And counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Now, if that felt easy, I want you to bring your feet shoulder width apart. We'll step back a little bit to the back end of the chair and take a step forward. Keeping both knees soft. Here again, I'd like you to just let go of the surfaces, but keeping your hands just above them so you feel confident to allow your body to do the little swaying that it needs to do when it's working on balance. If closing your eyes felt a little bit less secure than you'd like, then for this one, you have the choice of either closing your eyes or just moving your eyes. You move your eyes from left to right, up and down. And the reasons that I use to have you move your eyes is that in life, when you're out walking and even walking about your house, you're looking about for something. You're, looking down at your dog, you're checking the TV. Those kinds of, your eyes and your head are constantly moving, but yet your body is wanting to balance. So working on balance where you're moving ahead and moving your eyes is very functional and it's going to help you feel much more stable in your environment. So remember to do both sides. We'll come back, take a little break. Always make sure check in with your breath, that it's comfortable and relaxed. And then step forward with the other leg. If you want to further challenge yourself, you can make your step more narrow, or you can bring your feet even closer together. So those are ways to take a really simple exercise and make it such that you feel like you're challenged. You want to actually feel like, a little bit of swaying from side to side, but always feeling safe. That's one of the best ways for you to improve in your balance receptors and keep you safe. If you enjoyed today's video and you're ready to try a longer exercise sequence of strength and balance training, I've created a playlist for you here. Thanks for taking the time to take care of yourself today.